A very good morning, everyone. A very good morning, students. So, welcome to this training program. Today, we are marking our day 5 of Foundation Digital Literacy program, and I welcome each one of you. So, let me just quickly check if we all are set. All the students have joined in for grade 8 and ninth. Great. I think all of you are there right now in the meeting. So, let me just take a session forward from here. So today is a very important topic which we are going to discuss. That's creating and managing digital content. What is the relevance of digital content from the student's perspective? That is what we are trying to understand today. And based on that, we can take a lot of decision-making process. So when I'm talking about digital content, it means there's nothing for manual content example uh, for writing your example when you are going to go for the future jobs, right? And future employment. There is a like people used to write usually earlier with their paper, their pencil and pen. They write the document and they maintain their portfolio. They write about themselves. But today things are becoming digital. That means you can, because in the paper and pen you can be limited. You can only write your achievement, about your marks, but maximum evidence it cannot be attached there. You have to use some kind of digital platform to showcase your entire achievement, which you are doing it. Hence, you require a digital platform. So today, in various careers, the digital content plays a big role. Digital content is something which is created on digital platform. So today we are trying to understand that and why this skill is matter to all of us. That's what let us understand. Great. So why this skill matters? Because 85% of the modern job, I'm talking about 2025, 85% of the modern job requires daily interaction with digital content. Some professions definitely do it. Today, everything is almost digital. All contents are almost digital. And it's a core 21st century skills which is required in all the industries. If I show you the survey report of maybe in the year of 2013, which was released by US government, and they have showcased that in the entire US in 2013, in any occupation, the job which was required are the top 10 skills which is required in any kind of job profession in the US was this, which is showing you on the screen. And whether it's a oral and written communication skills, whether it is detailed oriented skills, Microsoft Office usage skills, problem solving skills, self motivation skills, organized skills. So on these parameters, the jobs are getting hired. That was in the 2013. But today, the technology is advanced so much. You require to have a video conferencing skills. You require to have the basic communication skills, basic collaboration skills, and the Microsoft Office is one of the most important top ranked skill because when you come out of the school, when you come out of the college, when you go into the profession, in somewhere or other, in every company, you have to use the platforms like maybe the Word document for some purpose, maybe the Excel sheet for some purpose, maybe the team software for communications. And there are many like for taking the backups, making the data. Because see, if you all know about the Microsoft Office application, we have read in our books, we have tried also. We know that maximum things like from the last 3 decades, which has been used, like Excel, Word, and PowerPoint is the most commonly used applications of Microsoft. If you add on with that, you can have MS Access, Microsoft Outlook, right? Microsoft OneDrive. But if you just keep counting it, in this 21st century, for the students especially, there are 30 plus applications of Microsoft, which is boosting the productivity of the student, which is boosting the creativity of the students, right? And these tools are, if you started using in the early age, no doubt, you first thing, you are making your content digitally. Anything which you are working, you are using the digital platform, you are making the content digitally. And additionally, you are also getting ready for 21st century skills. Right. But see, many of us has got the privilege of using the computer. We are using the laptop, or we are working on this digital content creation, maybe in the occasional basis or daily basis. But for many of the schools, still we have to think about they are not able to access the computer lab, or full-fledged they don't have the computer at home. So this message is for everybody that this is a very core skills, creating and managing the digital content. So if we recap what we have done so far, right? Day one, we discussed in this week, we are talking about the foundation creation activity, digital literacy importance we understood. We understand why computers is required. First, digital literacy is important, then computer, then how internet works, the deep concept. And then we discussed about the cyber security, that if we are users of internet, first thing we have to think about is the security. And then today we are going to work on the content creation, because see, once you know about the security perspective, when you create a content digitally, you will be conscious. You will know that, okay, how the content should be created, how it could be protected, how it could be taken the backup, how you can protect your content. So this all is coming as a flow of the session, right? So let me just take it thing forward and make you understand about how this digital content is relevance in most of the industries. Especially if I talk about the scenario of India, you only can think about the top 10 professions and how these professions have growing up with the help of digital intervention, right? So there are professions from the different fields. Various fields have benefited from this creating digital content and having an online presence today. They were able to reach out to the wider audience and gain recognitions and achieve what they wanted, what they expected to goal. I'm just giving you some examples of it, so just to understand it. Now, think about the artist in 19th century or in 20th century. The artist used to draw it, and they have to travel to different exhibitions to sell their creativity, right? But today, because of when they go into the digital medium, okay, digital content medium, one way is they can transform their art itself as a digital art to sell it in the market. They have got a various option to create a kind of a popularity to sell their item. They are using a digital platform to create it, right? So one of the famous example is which I have seen in the news also, that one of the famous artists from India, uh, Amritpal Singh, was the artist who sold his painting in somewhere close to 3 crores, right? And that's a art, digital art. He has converted it, and on the right time he has sold that things. So you can see that how this artist also is leveraging this entire uh, things, right? So so that's one of the example which I was trying to tell you. The number two example, you can think about the field of musicians, right? So today, again, if I think about, uh, there are many in the social media. If you you see the Instagram or Facebook or any kind of profile, or in the YouTube also, there are many influencer, many new trending singers are available, who are who has not got the stage, but through the digital platform, when they created their own content, that means the video or the audio, that is becoming viral and people are liking it, and they are doing their own advertisement on the online platform, right? So some examples, when we think about, there is a sitarist who is also doing the who is playing the sitar for mental health. His name was like Rishabh Rikhiram Sharma. So he is also promoting himself. No doubt he has got enough talent which is with him. He is mixing up, blending up the traditional and thing. But today, he is also doing a various shows and all those things. All the informations he is using on the digital media, when which shows are, which city they have got a show, where they have got show, how they are promoting themselves. They are using the digital media, right? If you think about, in the traditional days, it was really difficult to promote and to do this entire thing. So this was an example of an musician. Third, I can tell you the example of some writer. You talk and discuss with your parents also. They will also guide you. They'll tell you that there are many authors are there, the writers are there who write their book, but they're not getting enough popularity in this digital world because it has to reach to the wider audience. And without digital, without internet, it is really difficult until there's some kind of contents are there, like how we have got from the Chetan Bhagat. But today, the digital media is a platform through which these all things could be done. So I'll tell you one of the example of one of the school where I was visiting, and there I have enabled and helped the school teachers to uh, set up a video conferencing right in the classroom, and they have set up a video conferencing with an author from Western countries. And that author has come up in the classroom and they have motivated. It was like English classroom, and in the English classroom, the author has really come in the classroom and he has motivated all the students that how can you become an author? Because you are reading English, how can you become an author? And he has given the step-by-step guidance. And when I have revisited the school after 3 months, I got a story from the teacher that they're all 30 students become an author. Their books has been sold on the e-commerce platforms like Flipkart and Amazon. Their books have been posted. So things are, today there are many authors in India also who is gain its popularity because of the digital promotions. They have converted their content which they have written physically on a digital media so that it can reach to the wider audience. This is the third example of it. If I talk about the fourth example, this is example of a chef, right? So a chef also, maybe he's a good chef, but today you have seen that a lot of food blogs are happening in the around the world. They share their recipes online, and many chefs. Earlier we have only heard about few chefs, right? We heard about only about like Sanjeev Kapoor, who has released their books. Today, the many housewives, Indian housewives, has become you with their digital content creation, they become they are earning a lot, and they are sharing their recipes with the world, and they're becoming popular, right? So see, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that how for every profession that digital contents plays a big role. If I'm coming back to the teacher also of schools, uh, in the traditional days, they were also using the chalk and talk method, but today they also started working on the digital content creation. They give you the printed question papers. They give you they maintain the lesson plannings. They sometimes they make you watch the visuals, okay, audio visuals and all those things. So they are also incorporating a different digital medium so that the concept can reach out to you and you are able to understand the concept, right? So what is the objective of showing you all this typical five profession is to make sure that you can understand one thing, that how a digital content can boost up the career and boost up the productivity of any professions today. And this digital content plays a big role. And how can we start? That's what is the topic of today, right? How can we start? How can we think about start doing it in any of the profession? So before that, let's go into the topic and talk about what is this digital content. And I wanted to give you a small task that you can think about and list out top 10 um, top 10 career, okay, or the top 10 professions you can think about, which is from the artist point of view, from the chef point of view, from any other point of view, from the musicians, uh, from the dancer from point of view, and many things. So think about who is the right now become who has taken this the ladder of digital transformation, and they are successful today, right? And how they have moved out. Who are the famous writers are there? Who are the famous bloggers are there? Who are the famous think people are there who are use the digital content and how they have used it? Maybe they have created the video, maybe they have created the book, maybe they have created a write-up, and many things, right? So these are the medium of communication. So let me tell you about what is digital content, the definition. So digital content encompasses various formats, including the text documents, spreadsheets, presentations, images, and videos that facilitate information sharing, right? Digital content is easy for us to access the information. If you create in digital format, it can reach out to the other person very on a within a second time. For example, in traditional days, when you can talk to your parents, the grandparents, they will tell you when they have to send out the communication from one portion of the country to another, to one state to another states. Well, let's say they are said must be working in different part and they have to send out a letter, how much time it used to take. So the letter they have to write it, put in envelope, go and drop in the post office, and post office has to take the letter and go to the different country or different place. But today uh, the communication has to reach, right? And with the help of internet, because systems are interconnected, with the help of the smtp protocols and other things, when we click on the send button, the information reach to the people immediately. So that's the power of having into the information reaching to the people, right? So you can use whether it's a text format. Text format is what you can use maybe in the form of text. You can write something. You can use it for text writing format. You have seen the newsletter of the schools. You have seen that the notice boards of the schools. So there's all the text formats which normally are there, which you can use it. The spreadsheet, which is in the rows and column format. Presentation is the most important things for the students to understand and which will help you out in 21st century. So more creative you are, more better you can create your content. You can create a better presentation because today the presentations can be also created within a button click, right? So that's the one thing for digital content. And what are the skills you required to become a good digital content creator is number one, the software proficiency. That means if you are using a video editor, if you are using a graphic design, so you definitely, for example, graphic designing, you may definitely require a software which is like Illustrator of Adobe. You can use Adobe Express. You can use Canva for designing something. When you have to use something for video editing, again, you can use some platforms. There are many free platforms are available. There are many paid platforms are available. Commercials are there. Professional platforms are there, which is used by the movie makings, right? Animation platforms are there. So you require to know about the software first. If you are even if you have started writing the letter, the basic letter, you require to know about the Microsoft Word. You even if you have when you have to go for any kind of job profiles, you have to create your own resume, cover letter. For that, you all require to know your details, right? Okay, now let me just check it out. What is the right now the situation is? Okay, so that is the one thing which is one thing I was trying to tell you. Number two thing is, which is software proficiency is the first part. Second part is organizational skills. Now, organizational skills is if suppose you are able to create a presentation, you are able to create the content, but where you are going to maintain it. Suppose I'm just giving example. Let's say you are one of the PowerPoint presentation creator person, or maybe something you are maintaining on Excel sheet, big data you are managing it of the school or some kind of organization. So there are every day there are different reports organization demands for it. So if you are having multiple reports you have created, maybe 50 reports or 100 reports you are creating on everyday basis. Imagine in a 1 month time, you can have almost like 1500 plus report. And in one of the day when your management is asking for, I want a report of that day on that topic. Where is the report available? And that time, if the reports or details or the files you are not maintaining properly, you are not organizing in the proper folder, like how you organize your textbook, right? So based on your classroom periods, you are able to, or the lecture timing, you are able to open the textbook which is required by the classroom. In the home also, you are maintaining in the right shelf which textbooks, which where is the shelf for notebook, where is the shelf for textbook, where you keep your stationery. The same thing in the digital format also, you have to maintain your digital content in this kind of formats, right? Now, if I talk about, that's the thing of thing, and clear communication. These are three skills which you can maintain it, and that will help you in reaching out to digital content creation. Today, let me talk about the text as a document creation, text, video, or presentation. I can tell you, or a spreadsheet. So how you can do it? Example. I'm just giving you the platform knowledge, which is you all will be having it, right? The Microsoft platform is a part of the project Carte Blanche, and you all will be having this kind of platforms. So let me just tell you about this. Okay. Now, first thing is when we talk about the Excel sheet, Excel is predominantly used in the finance, accounting, and operation for data analysis and financial modeling. Word is essential in education, legal, and administrative sector for documents creation and editing. PowerPoint is widely used in marketing, sales, educations, corporate training, and creating presentations. These all three things are somewhere linked in the different professions, right? Now, if I go a little, I'll just show you my another screen where I can show you this application live. Okay, when I'm doing this activity. But before I get to the activity, I'll just tell you, you can also think about with your own intelligence, with your own experiment, or with your own thought process, that what are the top five use of these documents which is used in different professions, whether talk about a spreadsheet, documents, or presentation, right? Think about that because I'm telling you, example, in my professions, we all are using, example, Excel sheet. We use almost every day. And not only in my profession, almost in every profession, it is required to use Excel sheet for data analysis. Example, right now training is happening. Post training, the team is there, which is analyzing that how many students from how many schools are joining, how many durations they have joined, what was their feedback, how they have understood the topic or not. All those things is a part of the department, right? So data analysis is one of the things which could be done only with the help of Excel sheet, or if we have got a database system. Second thing, even the budgeting, right? When you have to maintain a personal budget also in your future, and you have to maintain your pocket money, or you have to maintain your budgets in the organization also, they are maintaining the diagrams and everything. Budgeting is done on the Excel sheet only. Okay, so when you talk about any big accounting companies, they all use the software, but for some big small analysis or some quick analysis, they export the data into Excel sheet, and people who are expert in Excel sheet, they immediately transform the data for their requirement, especially for project management. Many project managers in various industry, example, there is a flyover has to be built. Now flyover has to be built by the construction managers, right? Now in your area, when the flyover has to be built, they will have to plan it out completely. Okay, day 1 to day 2, what will happen? Day 3 to day 4, what will happen? Day 5 to day 7, what activity will happen? So there is a complete Gantt chart which a project manager used to make it, and they use software or they use Excel sheet to manage and to understand uh, what are the activities we have to do as the day wise, because it shows in the rows and column format. Likewise, creating the charts and graph is one of the activity where normally you have seen that in your report card also the graphical representations are coming. It is also comes from the Excel sheet or the rows and column format, and it gives you the graphical representation of your report or the analysis of your school, that how your school has performed in the board examination, how you have performed in the examinations, right? Likewise, especially the teachers, schools are using the Excel sheet for the tracking the grades, your marks, the calculations becomes very easy. We cannot use the calculator during that time because there are 2000 or 1000 students are there whose marks has to be calculated. Either we use software or we use the rows and column approach, which is available in any kind of Excel sheet. Right. So that's the one thing for the which I feel that these are the examples of Excel sheet. Likewise, the Word document is widely used in the industry. Maybe it is for writing any simple from the school point of view. You have to write any essay writing, any profession, job interview. You have to create your cover letter. You cannot use the Excel sheet in the rows and columns to create your document, but you will use a very good formatted Word document. Now, what is Word documents? What are the things are there? That is all advanced topic. We are going to discuss that in our the level one of digital literacy course. Right now, we are doing foundation course, but there's a detailed chapters and modules which we have to understand about Word document with all feature sets that we can discuss later. But understand one thing, Word is helping you not only for writing the reports, resume building, but also a many collaborative projects. Example, when you come out from the school, when you come to the college, you require to create a synopsis document. Some schools are giving now also in the schools. There is group of student has to create a project report, and that could be done only when you are working on a some kind of collaborative platform. Otherwise, what will happen? One student will work on a one document, other will work on other document, and then merging of the document is again a typical task. So in the real time, when all people are working on a same document, it makes the work more easy. Okay, so that is also possible in the help of this Word document. When we talk about the PowerPoint presentation, you have seen your teachers have given you the presentation. You have seen that I am explaining you a concept with the help of my voiceover and the presentation, right? So this is mostly used for many projects, teaching aids, event planning, event presentation, portfolio, for many activities like this it has been used. Okay, so that's the one thing, and we need to understand about how to manage this digital content. Okay, so let me just show you one of the screen where I can show you the live that how this presentations and other things and the structures could be maintained and taken a backup also, which can also help me out in accessing it any point of time. So, right, so let me just share my screen. Allow me a minute. I'll take more 30 seconds. Okay. Now I think you all are able to see my screen, which is right now I'm showing it. Let me reshare it for the audience. Great. This should be visible by now. Yeah, it is visible. So I'm going to my system and I'm trying to go to the portal access. That means office.com, which is in future you all will be having the access to. For example, I'm going to the office.com. Office.com is a place where we will all get all the software which we require to use it. So example, right now I have logged in here. I will have apps option where I can go and access all the apps which is relevant for me in the 21st century. So these are the apps which is going to available with you. Whether we talk about the Copilot, whether we talk about Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneDrive, Teams, Clipchamp, SharePoint, and there are many applications. If I scroll down, you can have many applications. Okay, these all applications are very important from the student's perspective. For example, I will right now I'll not go in detail about this application, but trying to show you a few things. If I go to the Word application, I'll click on this Word. If I wanted to go Excel application, I'll click on Excel. If I wanted to go to the PowerPoint application, I will go to the PowerPoint. And if I go to the Clipchamp is a video editor software which is powered by Microsoft, and all these applications will be available free to you, right, to use it. And these all applications are getting used in the tomorrow's companies, right? Organizations. So this is the Word document. Now in the Word document, you will notice that one thing, there is a lot of pre-designed templates are available. So suppose, example, I'm going for looking for I have passed out from the school. Now I wanted to create my cover letter or my resume. I don't know what is the right format of designing it. I will scroll down to this place and I can see there are a lot of templates are there, which is given here, which is required for, like, example, you can see the certificate designs are also there. You can see that the small label printings, the card design, the business card designs are there. um, there's some kind of invitation card designs are there for any event. So we can choose any of it. Example, I wanted to have this kind of uh, resume creation. So I can just select the design format and it will open up completely in the Word format. I just have to change the name and change the photo for my purpose. For example, I am just editing it right now. Right? I'm putting my name and then I can change the photo which I wanted to change it from my device if I wanted to change it. So if in my device I have got some photos of mine, I can just try to find it. Hopefully I would have got it. There's a lot of photo, but yeah, I got it, one of the photo. So if I attach one of my photo and then I can mention about the complete education, I just edited everything. This creates a very good letter, which is in the form of Word document. And this letter I can even convert or export in a form of a PDF, right? And PDF I can share to anybody. So it can immediately download in as a PDF. It will convert after the changes. Word is converting into PDF. On a button click, it will be available to you. And you will be able to open this PDF into a form of a Word document. Are you getting it? So that's the one thing which is part of this process of Word document creation. Same goes to Excel sheet. There are a lot of templates are available. 4-week project timelines, various templates are available. Family tree, who is what, and you will be able to maintain it. So you will be able to create a lot of digital content when you have access to the software. So this is just a template, but you can start from the scratch also. That's example of this. Even the PowerPoint presentation, there is a lot of presentation styles are given, but you can start from the scratch also, right? For example, if you wanted to create something like project timelines, you can actually use some kind of pre-existing templates, and you can talk about your project timeline. And even you can start with a blank presentation. right? So blank presentation will be very easy for you. Example, in any topic you want to explain, you want to include some video, photos, everything. It could be done in the presentation. So I'm not going in detail right now, just trying to show you that the tools which is available, which we will be exploring it. We'll giving you a lot of projects. When you have got devices, we'll give you a lot of projects live, and we wanted you to work on such projects. Okay, and we will do everything on live basis during that time when you have got devices in the hand, when you have got in the next level of trainings, right? So that's a part of the PowerPoint presentation. And I will just switch over my screen to the main presentation. Okay, looks great. So now I think we all are able to see my screen. That's managing the presentation side. Great. Now, next thing is we'll understand one more thing. What if it is there is a no people are not having the digital content. This organization would have not transformed digital content. They have not used the digital content. What would have happened to such organizations? Have you ever thought about it? Because I'm just giving example, you understand about in this organization also how it is required. Example, if it is a corporate sector, employee records. Now, without digital content also it could be maintained, right? So example, the companies like TCS having more than lakhs of employee. Now, if they maintain a data in a manual register, what would have happened? Okay, for the companies. And for any kind of employee queries, when we have to search for the employee database, it will be a problem for us. Project management, they are doing a lot of projects. The companies are doing a lot of big projects to manage the project where it is reached. Transparency, it is really difficult process to maintain it. Communication, it is really difficult to send out the communication from one branch to another branch, to the filing the GST, filing the many kind of the IT tax filing. A lot of things was little challenging for them to maintain the records, financial records, minutes of meetings, to maintaining the records of meetings and sharing it in the printed format was really challenging. So today, all those things are happening on using the digital content in every organizations today, right? So that is what I can try to in the health segment also. Imagine when the patient records in any hospital, the you can think about the patient record. People come for multiple multiple segments, um, multiple segments, and these records, which is given here, the patient records, these keeping the patient record in the register is really a challenging process. Appointment scheduling using the paper-based system. The appointment scheduling is also a very difficult process to maintain. The billing is again a big challenges in case we have to write the bills and give it. How the management of the hospital will come to know how much transaction is happening, right? So that is the one thing which is given. Prescriptions. Now in the prescriptions, writing and storing the prescriptions, lab result, everything, if it is not in digital format, you can only imagine that what could have happened to the organization. Hence, trust me, in all the organizations today, the digital content plays a big role. Wherever you wanted to go for the job profiles, whether you want to have a career in the field of medical, non-medical, humanities, everywhere in the automobile industries also, the vehicle record, inventory management, how many items, parts are available in the stock, work order, quality control, customer records, everything should be maintained in a digital format only. So these are the case study, and this is also showing you what are the future in the future job, whichever you are doing, you have to have prior experience of using these tools. Otherwise, what has happened? The lot of time of industries are also getting um, exhausted in training you all, because what has happened in many companies, they invest almost like 1 year time to train people on using such basic tools so that you become a industry ready, right? So there are many, if even if you know the basics of Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, you are eligible for many kind of like the skills are growing up for you, and you are also eligible for many kind of job profiles, which is just with knowing such tools. And the better you have got a grip on such tools, many jobs are available, whether you talk about the financial analyst or human resources specialist. They all use administrative assistant, human resources specialist. These all options are available, right? So these are the career options which I was trying to tell you. Now I come to the conclusion part. The quiz questions. What are the key benefit of organizing a digital content? It makes file harder to find. It improves productivity and efficiency, right? Which tools is commonly used to create a text-based document? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Google Sheets? You know the answers. What is the purpose of using file naming convention? To make the file harder to identify, to make it easy to find and identify files, to increase file size, to reduce the need for backup. So example, if any file is there which is stored in my computer, which is report about my training program. So if I create all the file with the name of training program, date, training program, date, training program, and the date. Example, today's presentation file, it would have created with the name of training program on week 1, day 5. If I created like this, what would have happened? In after 10 days, somebody asked me the file. It will be very difficult for me to find out. Maybe I can try to find out with the help of dates. But in that date, I am doing a multiple presentations. So I can rename the file in such a way that I can easily find which session is for my students or IT experts, or it is for the professionals, it is for the teachers, what kind of people I am doing the session for, right? And this all skills really plays a big role for you because, as I told from the day one, 70% of the jobs which is going to come has not been invented. So we should be prepared with the basic skills which is required to thrive it, right? So when we have to reflect, today we are concluding our week 1. That's a foundation course. Understand the foundation. And these 5 topics we have covered so far. I hope the concept wise you all are clear what exactly the activity is. And activity list we will be sharing with your training coordinators. Just to give you the glimpse of it, week 1, first day when we have covered the topic of digital literacy, we wanted you to create a poster and explain about the different benefits of digital literacy. That's the first activity you can make it. I showed you the example of the poster also. Second day, we have talked about the computer programs. I wanted you to draw a diagram of computer programs where you can talk about the input device, output device, hardware, software, everything on your journal. Third activity, we have discussed about the internet, and I told you about to create a diagram of wired network, wireless network, how internet reaches to your home. Create a diagram for that to make you understand how it works. Fourth topic was cybersecurity, and I told you to create a complete section about how can you protect yourself online. What are the methods you can do it? Whether you create a backups plan, whether you create a protecting your passwords, what exactly you are going to do it. Activity 5, digital content, today's topic, where we wanted you to understand the importance of organizing the digital content. Create a virtual structure in such a way you can create a folder. In that folder, you can draw a diagram of folder. In that folder, what kind of file you can keep it, right? What could be the file naming convention you wanted to use it for such file, whether it's a video file, whether it's an audio file, whether it's a text file, whether it is a PowerPoint file. For your own purpose, you can just draw with your paper and pen, and design that what kind of how many folders you are going to create when you first start using it, and what could be the name of the file you are going to give it. Right. This will give you a lot of clarity when you reflect back and understand. Right. So our next week topic is exploring the digital tools in detail. We are going to talk about more important concept about in the foundation course, and these all concepts are making you more mentally stronger for this entire initiative, right? So students will stop now. We'll connect tomorrow at night. Not tomorrow. It is next class will be on Monday, and the week 2 will start from there, where we explore more and more digital tools. With that, we'll stop now. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much all the training coordinators for organizing the week one session. We have to just see that all the students can complete the week one activity on their journal sheet and they can submit, or they don't have to submit right now. They can just maintain it, all the concepts in their journal notes. Thank you so much.